Yo, what is up, everybody? And today we are back on the channel with another Madden 26 CFM video with our Titans. And today, man, oh man, we have a matchup on our hands. We are going up against the 8-0 Los Angeles Chargers. That is correct. The 8-0 Los Angeles Chargers. We really do have a matchup today, especially at home. And we have a defensive back breakout with Kevin Winston Jr. But if you guys remember from a couple of videos ago, we got the wish we wanted when we played the Cardinals back in week 4, I believe it was 4 or 5. We got our wish from them. We said we wanted to play the Cardinals when they were undefeated to try and give them their first loss. Fortunately, when we did play them, they had their first loss off of a Ferguson game, which was it sucks. But like I said, we got our wish now today. 4 or 5 weeks later, we're playing an undefeated Los Angeles Chargers team, the last undefeated team in the league. We're looking to really make a statement if the league hasn't already caught a statement that we made already. I mean, we're 6-2 with the Titans. We had two. Well, obviously we've had two losses, but the two losses we've had, I guess, bad losses. We took kind of a blowout loss to the Rams, and then against the Patriots, it was looking good, but then just too many mistakes. Cam Ward missed throws, drop picks, and things of that nature. But yeah, after last week, we got back in the win column after season sweeping the Colts in their own stadium, 41-14, which is really funny by the score, I should say. We beat them 41-14 both times. I mean, that's kind of funny. Like, who would have expected we would have beat the team with the same score both times? But yeah, with that win last week, we advanced to 3-0 in the division, which really helps us. Then next week we have a game versus the Texans where we have a chance to season sweep them. Then 3 weeks from now, because we have the Texans, Seahawks, and Jags. So yeah, 3 weeks from now we have a game versus Jags where we will look to approach 5-0 in the division. And if we get to 5-0 in the division, I can really say we clinch the division. I don't know what the Jaguars' division record is looking like at the current moment. I don't know what the Texans' division record is looking like at the moment. But if we can really hit 5-0 in the division, I mean, we probably clinch the division because we're 6-2 right now. So saying two more division wins, that makes us 8-2. Like, without saying like any of the other games, that makes us 8-2. So maybe like 1 or 2 wins at most, and we like clinch the division right there. Because if we hit 5-0 at that point, to really for another team in our division to have like the C's over us, they would basically just have to have a better record than us. But we're looking to get a win at home today finally. Like, hopefully the first time we come home, or the first, this is going to sound weird, but hopefully the first time we come back home after having an away game, we can actually win a game. Because so far this season we haven't done that. We were home against the Rams after our away game versus the Broncos. We lost that. We were home against the Patriots after our away game against the Raiders, and then we lost that. So hopefully, for the first time this season, we can actually win our first game back in our home stadium as Johnny Hecker kicks it off to Kiara Lambert-Smith, who breaks a tackle, but does not get much more, being taken down by Van Jefferson. And the Chargers, the undefeated Chargers, will have their first go at it as on 1st and 10. They hand it off to Amari Hampton, who's tackled by Cedric Gray 2 yards past the line of scrimmage. And for the Chargers, this team is a lot different than the Patriots. Like, for powerhouse teams, this is a lot different as Justin Herbert gets it on the comeback route to Kiara Lambert Smith. Sorry about that. But like I was saying, this team is a lot different. They're a more balanced, like, overall team. They're not like dominating the league in one certain aspect. Like how I was saying last week at the end of the game, how the Patriots were, they had the number one offense all over, and then they had like a bottom 20 defense. This is kind of like the opposite for the Chargers. The Chargers have They have like an all-around team as Justin Herbert gets it outside to Amarian Hampton, who's running away from Cedric Gray, and Amarian Hampton will be into the end zone for a quick score for the Chargers. And man, that burnaway speed was something else. It looked like we might have had the tackle there, but Marion Hampton put on the Jets. I mean, he looked like he was on a runaway train with the next stop being that end zone. That was smooth there. But man, oh man, yeah, I did not know Marion Hampton had real Jets like that as J.K. Scott kicks away out of the back of the end zone, and the Titans will start off their first drive as Tony Pollard takes it on the run again, and it looks like we're back to being the old Titans, running it on our first play, not getting anything at second and 10. Cam Ward dropping back to pass, getting it to Alec Onyemeyer. Gets a weird animation out of the catch there. He had like a weird like spin move forwards run, but I mean, better than nothing. We get the first down, first and 10 from the 45-yard line off the play action. We get it to Chizium Okonkwo as he gets past midfield. Now play clock under 10 and a little bit of a condensed shotgun formation. Looking to pass it here. Cam Ward going for Calvin Ridley, and it's picked off by Keeley Ringo. Keeley Ringo trying to escape from Calvin Ridley. Calvin Ridley, will he get him? He will. And wow, I mean, I wasn't expecting that at all as Omarion Hampton gets it on the toss play here, tries to get to the outside, cannot escape though. Good container. I guess not the best container if they got 9 yards, but I was not expecting that at all. Usually you can throw it if you have a dig route and it's like man coverage like that. Usually at the top of the dig route, Calvin really will get a little bit of space and you can like kind of pass lead to underneath and you'll have like at most like an incompletion. I was not expecting Keeley Ringo, especially Keeley Ringo, to play that ball that well as first and 10. Omarion Hampton breaks a lot of tackles, but there's a flag on the play. It's going to be holding on Rashawn Slater. Now first and 10 for first and 20 for the Chargers backed up here. Justin Herbert looking to pass and getting it outside to Arondé Gadsden, who almost gets popped there, but I guess he just escaped it barely. Second and 13. Titans in a little bit of a man coverage here. Justin Herbert has some time in the pocket. Going deep for Ronnie Gatson. And Ronnie Gatson is in to the end zone for a touchdown. He got a step on his man. And it's not looking good. It's not looking good. We need the offensive defense to lock in now. We need a kick return. This is what we need. Come on, Kima Ray DK. We need a kick return touchdown right now, Kima Ray DK. We didn't get. We need a scoring drive right here to get back in this game. You do not want to be down 14-0 to an undefeated team, and that's not going to help us win this game. As I believe that was Dayon Henley with. I mean, not Dayon Henley, Junior Colson with the tackle there. I mean, he just ran right through the gap at second and 10 or second and 11 there. We tried to pass it, but we got hit as we threw. Now third and 11. Cam Ward getting it underneath Calvin Ridley. Calvin Ridley has the first down a little bit more. One of the Colts defensive backs tried to dive for some ankles there, which is crazy. I believe that was Benjamin St. Just who was diving for the ankles. That's Tony Pollard. Tony Pollard has some space. Tony Pollard trying to cut back inside, but he cannot make a man miss. And his first positive play of the day goes for 20 yards now from the 33-yard line. Handing it back off to the high end. Tony Pollard gets outside. Tony Pollard makes two men miss, but gets tackled a little later by Elijah Molden as the first quarter is almost over, but the Titans get the ball off just barely. Cam Ward running out of the pocket. Cam Ward trying to escape, but he cannot get there. He just throws it out of bounds. And the end of the first quarter down 14-0, but we are most definitely in Joey Slide's field goal range. I mean, this is automatic for him as we hand it off to Tony Pollard on third and 3, who makes a man miss. Tony Pollard tries to juke back outside, but he cannot make that second man miss. Now first and 10 from the 15-yard line. Play clock under 10. We hand it off on the counter to Tony Pollard, who has some good blocks, but he is taken down at the 5-yard line by Elijah Molden once again. Now first and goal, play clock under 10. Cam Ward with the RPO keeps it in his hands, and Cam Ward is into the end zone for a touchdown. And that RPO, I mean, that RPO works so much more for us than a regular read option does. And I feel like because it's just that extra pass, like that pass concept that's in it, that I mean, it's such a gimme. Like you saw the Chargers user. I mean, he ran straight to that pass. He wasn't expecting me to keep it with Cam Ward. It's on the screen pass here. Justin Herbert, instead of throwing it to the running back, throws it to his tight end, Ronnie Gadsden. Good little play call there. I guess we got two weird play calls back to back as Amari Hampton bounces off his left tackle way back inside, gets a first down with it. Now from the 49-yard line, under 10 seconds left on the play clock. Play action here for Justin Herbert. Goes underneath to a wide open man who has some space, makes a man miss, but he does not get much more as he was taken down by Xavier Woods. And another thing about this, we need Kevin Winston to make some plays. He has that depth story, which he can get up to possibly superstar because he is star depth. It didn't give us like an absolute um, oh my God, Martin Hampton. He got blown up by Chidobe Awuzie as Cody Barton. Looks like he has to come out the game for a little bit, but like I was saying, it didn't give us like an absolute like story. I guess it just told us that Kevin Winston had his breakout. It didn't give us that's the word. It didn't give us a goal. It just said play good with Kevin Winston Jr. as Justin Herbert gets it to Ronnie Gadsden, who's going to be fighting and gets into the end zone for a touchdown in the Chargers with the kick being up and good by Cameron Dicker, taking a 21-7 lead. And we need the defense to, if we score on this drive, we need the defense. Actually, no, we need to score on this drive and we need the defense to get a stop. We need to bring this game back into our hands as first and 10. We hand it off to Tony Pollard, who has some space, breaks one tackle, cannot get away from Benjamin State. Shoes, though, still gets a 10-yard gain, now almost at 60 yards rushing after he had two backwards plays on the first two plays of the game. Tony Pollard now has another 10-yard rushing. Man, oh man, he is a hot hand behind this very good offensive line. They looked bad at first, but now they're playing good as we get it to Eliga Anumire on the dig route, who's in coverage by, I believe, that was Dante Jackson. That's what I was talking about earlier. As we get it to, we zip it up to Seaman Kimura DK. Oh my goodness. That was a tight window, but that's what I was talking about earlier. I mean, usually on that dig route, you have somebody, if it's man coverage on the dig route, once they make that in cut, you have a little bit of space, and it obviously worked there, but on the other place, it did not work as Calvin Ridley in motion there. We get it to Kimura DK, who jukes back inside, and Kimura DK is into the end zone for a touchdown. He had a man that touched Irv in the first play after the 2-minute warning. We put ourselves back in this game now, 21 to 14. Gerard Lambert Smith is looking to return it here. He has some space, and he almost gets popped there, but he breaks a tackle, luckily for the Chargers. Now from the 34-yard line, the Chargers trying to put on some cushion points before halftime. Omarion Hampton, there's a flag on the play though. Omarion Hampton down the left sideline. Somebody tries to make a strip at the ball, but it doesn't work. James Williams Sr. eventually comes up with a tackle. And wow, on two very unlucky plays for the Chargers. Well, one lucky play, then unlucky play for the Chargers. Now Omarion Hampton getting bottled up there, but block in the bag negates the Chargers being in actual field goal range. That's way inside Cameron Dicker's field goal range. It's now 2nd and 7. Justin Herbert has a lot of time in the pocket going for Harris, but the ball is knocked out. He cannot handle the contact there. As now 3rd and 7 from the 37-yard line. Titans have an extra defensive back on the play. Omarion Hampton cannot get enough yardage. He almost had the first down. It was a very weird animation off the cut stick. If he would have got one more yard there, as whoa, somebody caught the ball and placed Kimura DK for some reason. But like I was saying, if he would have got one more yard, the Chargers would have been able to go for it as Tony Pollard makes some moves in the backfield. I guess not moves, he's just bouncing around there. I don't know what's going on, but in the no huddle, we got a lot of yards on that play. 50 seconds left till halftime. Back in the I formation, hitting it off to Tony Pollard again, who gets a good block. Tony Pollard in space makes a man miss, but he does not get much more as he is taken down there after about 15-yard gain. Now 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. You guys won't believe me when I say this, but we are in Joey Slide's field goal range. Now definitely in Joey Slide's field goal range as Elijah Moda could not prevent Tony Pollard from going out of bounds there. 2nd and 5 from the 39. 39 seconds also left till halftime as we just lob it up for Kimura DK. He comes back, makes the grab, and goes out of bounds. And man, oh man, what? I'm sorry, but I did not actually mean to like throw that. I thought it was going to be picked off as we're going deep for Kimari DK, but it is good coverage, knocked out by Tony Jefferson. But I actually didn't mean to throw it. I thought it was going to be picked off, and so I like tapped X and I didn't tap it again in time. He just I passed it as Cam Ward. Oh my goodness. Dayon Henley make sure Cam Ward is to slide down next time he wants to run with the ball. Now 20 seconds, third and five. Titans in the five wide. Cam Ward going deep for Kimari TK, but he just overthrows it. And honestly, I'm kind of happy he overthrew it. Now I don't know if it would have been a pick if he did throw it like with perfect accuracy, but it darn sure looked like it might have been a pick if it was kicked. Oh my goodness, I can't talk. I'm so sorry. You know what? We're just gonna leave that for the past. Now with 8 seconds here, Chargers gonna probably just keep it safe here, keep the ball on the ground, handing off to Omarion Hampton, who gets some good blocks. Omarion Hampton has space, and Omarion Hampton gets taken down by Kyer Elam, and my goodness, now the Chargers in field goal range. Cameron Dicker from 59 has it up and good. Man, I I don't even know what I want to say about that one. I mean, how do we just let that happen? I mean, horrible angles and then just amazing blocking. I mean, Kyer Elam, he definitely had a tackle as Kimari DK looking to get a kick return or touchdown, making two people miss there. Had himself some space, but I guess good contained at the end by whoever number 33 for the Chargers was. But, oh, that was Deion Leonard. As on first and 10, we get it on play action to Gunnar Helm. Gunnar Helm trying to fight for the first down, but man, it could be a 4 point or not a 4 point. No, no, yeah, 4 point game. I don't know why I forgot to do math for a second. As Tony Pollard just barely gets the first down, it could be a 4 point game instead of a 7 point game. But Kyer Elam had a horrible angle, and everybody. I don't even think I pass committed. Everybody just got absolutely cooked as Cam Ward tries to go back across the field for Alec Anumar, but he throws it too far low and too behind. Now second and 10. One of the Chargers defensive backs in motion here as Cam Ward looking for Tony Pollard, but he overthrows it. Maybe once again lucky that he overthrew it. It um, looked like it had a chance at being picked as now third and 10. Cam Ward going for Calvin Ridley on the comeback route, but he can just not get it there as now Joey Sly easily has it up and good there. That ball stood no chance at being missed. Like I said, Joey Sly had the very far field goal range. You guys will see me kicking. I I will not like hold back on kicking the ball. If I'm anywhere, honestly, if 46-yard line, I might question kicking it. But Joey Sly, he has some insane kicking stats as Justin Herbert on the play action tries to get past the line of scrimmage, but he cannot. I believe he was sacked there by Cedric Gray. Now second and 12 from the 26-yard line. Justin Herbert obviously looking back to pass it again as Lad McConkey is absolutely butchered there. Now third and one. Maybe time to see if the Chargers will keep it on the ground. They won't as Justin Herbert looking for Mike Williams, and it was almost picked off by Jonathan Greenard. It probably should have been picked off. Now, fourth and one, Justin Herbert has a wide open Arondé Gadsden. And man, oh man, how do you not pick that off? I mean, I know I wasn't using Jonathan Greenyard as now Jonathan Greenyard tries to atone for it with a stop at the line of scrimmage on first down, but come on, Justin Herbert threw it right into your hands as Justin Herbert gets it to Lad McConkey. And now I guess Jonathan Greenyard kind of, I don't even know. He had himself the sack, but I guess a millisecond too late as Justin Herbert was able to get it. And now Jonathan Greenyard is injured, and we're now down Jeffrey Simmons and Jonathan Greenyard. Well, I don't know if Jeffrey Simmons is injured. I just don't see him on the field here as Justin Herbert gets it to Martin Hampton out of the backfield. Gets himself a good gain after breaking the first tackle. And Jonathan Greenyard has a little bit of brutitis. He will return soon, though, and obviously using on to Kevin Winston Jr., we still need to get this death story as Justin Herbert rolling out of the pocket, and he cannot get to the end zone. That was James Williams Sr. with the touchdown saving tackle. For now, at least, as on first and goal from the 2 yard line, Omari Hampton will not get in now. Second and goal from the 1 yard line. In that goal line formation, Justin Herbert keeping the ball, and Justin Herbert is into the end zone for the touchdown. And now the Chargers are 2 for 2 on those quarterback sneaks. And I do have a way that I can like guarantee stop the quarterback sneaks, but I feel like it would kind of be, I wouldn't say cheesing, but I feel like breaking the league rules. It basically it just involves me running those goal line stop packages and then bringing the linebacker right next to one of the defensive tackles and just press like spamming X as soon as the play starts. But I feel like that's a little cheesy, so I won't do it. Like I have a way to stop it, but I won't do it. So basically, for now, unless I find a way to really stop it, it's kind of unstoppable. Unless the CPU decides to do something about it. As first and 10 you saw there, we got it to Gunnar Helm off the play action. He gets himself a nice first down now at the 49-yard line. We get it to Tony Pollard out of the backfield. Tony Pollard, we tried to keep him in bounds there, but he could not contain his feet. Now second, 6 a minute left in the third quarter. Cam Ward dropping back to pass. We get it to Keem DK, who just drops it. Coverage, good coverage there by Chargers. I mean, and the horrible throw there by Cam Ward. Another one of those red accuracy balls as Okonkwo makes a move on Jefferson, but he cannot get Jefferson to falter there as he was back in the play. A little bit of like a stutter back step, I guess, as we get to Calvin Ridley on the drag route, and that will be the last play of the third quarter. Now we have 9 minutes, 14 points, two stops. I mean, honestly, if we get a touchdown now, get a stop, get another touchdown. I mean, I'm estimating maybe like 4 minutes left. As on first and 10, we tried to hand it off to Tony Pollard. Tony Pollard got absolutely nothing. Now third and 4, we hand it off to Tony Pollard again, who will not get the first down. An amazing tackle there by Tony Jefferson to prevent it. Now in the 5 wide, 4 for 1, just outside of the red zone. We're going deep, and Keem DK of the scene burns his man. I believe that was Benjamin St. Juice. Now going for the 2 point conversion to make it a 3 point game. Play clock winding down in a gun type formation. Cam Ward dropping back to pass, going outside for Okonkwo, and it was a red accuracy ball, but Okonkwo just comes down with it as Troy Dye was in the coverage there, could not keep up. And now, like I said, I mean, we scored kind of quick after the fourth quarter started. I guess we did have a good field position, but now we need a stop. If we don't get a stop, we need to hold the Chargers to a field goal at most. At most, a field goal as Justin Herbert gets it underneath to Omari Hampton, who tries to make a move, but he cannot escape getting a little pancake there. It's now second and 7, just 2 more downs for our Chargers. Justin Herbert rolling out of the pocket. He's looking to run it as he throws it back across his body, and Omari Hampton somehow hangs on through the contact. That was James Williams Sr. who had a chance on the ball as Justin Herbert, oh my goodness, tight ends getting pancakes everywhere as Warren Hampton gets about a 40-yard gain now at the 21-yard line. Under 7 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Under 10 seconds on the play clock. Justin Herbert has time in the pocket, running out of time, going deep for Harris, and it's almost picked off. Man, oh man, we need that. That was Cedric Gray who just dropped the wide open pick. I mean, it was right to him as Justin Herbert now rolling up. He slides down, but they do not give him the first down. Third and inches, we really need to stop now. Like, we need a loss of yardage here as Justin Herbert hands it off to Omari Hampton, who gets flipped but has the first down. Now, three down. 3 downs, first and goal. Come on. Omari Hampton breaks one tackle, breaks another tackle. No chance whatsoever. Just no chance. And now that proves to come back to us. I mean, it has been a story for our defense game after game after game. Just mistakes. I mean, it is 2 plays this game. Jonathan Greenyard had an easy pick six as we get it to Van Jefferson up the seam. I mean, he had an easy pick six. Justin Herbert threw it right to him, and it hit him in the hands, and he dropped it. And then, as now we're going deep for Calvin Ridley, he burns his man. I mean, not Calvin Ridley, Kimray DK, who has, again, another touchdown. Oh, my goodness. Get Benjamin St. I believe that was Benjamin St. Juice in coverage against Kimray DK. Get Benjamin St. Juice off Kimray DK. Man, oh, man, Kimray DK is frying out, but now down by three again. I mean, we shouldn't even be down by three. Well, I shouldn't say we shouldn't be down by three, but as Justin Herbert puts it in a tight window for a Rondé Gatson, that was James Williams Sr. in the coverage there. But I'm not saying we shouldn't be down by three, but like I mean, come on, we've had our chances. Actually, no, we really should be up because if Jonathan Greenyard gets that pick, I mean, we're that's probably a pick six. So I mean, look, it's just been the story all season for our defense: mistakes, 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 and big moments. But come on, once you get one mistake, oh my goodness, another mistake ensues right after as Omarion Hampton is going to get in for the touchdown. And it looks like, I don't know who that was, but it looks like somebody, I believe that was number 23 or something. He had the tackle and he just stopped. And honestly, I use it on some. Now this game is like this game was played a while back, like 2 weeks ago. Like if you guys remember from last video, I told you that the videos are coming out a little bit more delayed since I've had some dental problems. So I honestly don't remember what happened, but looking back at it now, that just looked really weird. I used it onto him, then all of a sudden he just went backwards. So I guess for my thinking, I'm assuming I just let him have the touchdown so we could have time to score and not let him waste any more time as we go for Okonkwo on the slant route. Okonkwo gets a little bit of a block there, but he goes out of bounds with 2 minutes and 14 seconds, stopping the clock. First and 10 from the 20-yard, 9-yard line. The Titans could take their field goal, but no, they're going for a touchdown. Cam Ward rolling out of the pocket has nobody, just safely throws it away, does not force it to anybody. We were looking for Tony Pollard, but Denzel Perryman followed in tight coverage as Okonkwo gets a step on the post route. Okonkwo is in for the touchdown. And whoa, Chigazium Okonkwo cannot do that. He can't do that flip. His for a tight end to do what Chiazim Okonkwo just did, that is absolutely insane. As Davis is here to return it, Davis gets it up to the 31-yard line, and that was not a smart play by the Titans by me. I actually realized that after that kickoff, I was like, oh, we could have got an extra timeout if we just kicked it out of the back of the end zone. But our extra timeout comes now as Justin Herbert just has to throw it away. Probably should have had the sack there, but nobody made a tackle attempt. It's okay, though. Still a free timeout in my book. Second and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass it again. Gets it to Rondé Gatson. Taking the safe throw, and the Titans will burn their first timeout. Now third and 2 from the 39-yard line here. Justin Herbert looking to pass it again. Not keeping it on the ground. Justin Herbert running out of time now. Looking for the stick route, but he got hit as he threw it by Jonathan Greenyard. Now 4th and 2. We really need to stop here. Justin Herbert looking to pass again. Justin Herbert has time. He gets it to Quentin Johnston. And that will basically put the game away. I mean, we can still stop the clock 2 more times, but the chances that we do as we get it, as Justin Herbert gets it to Omarion Hampton for his 15th rush of the game, it goes nowhere. Second and 10, we use our second time out. Justin Herbert tossing it to Omarion Hampton, who will have no space. It looks like the Chargers are, the Titans are not looking for a strip attempt at the ball, which is kind of weird as we try to hit stick now, but it does not work. And man, oh man, the Chargers can run this clock down. They ran it all the way down to 8 seconds, and then they use their timeout. Now looking to punt it away. It will go out at the 15-yard line with 3 seconds left. That is only time for one play, and we also have no timeout, so we just have to go deep. Cam Ward has some time. Cam Ward outside the pocket, going deep, throwing it into the crowd for Elikanu Meyer, and man, oh man, nobody helped him. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to blow air into the mic like that. Man, oh man, that might not have been the smartest call by me. Or maybe, I don't know, the AI was really weird there. We threw it to Alec Onumar, and it's like all of a sudden it's Alec Onumar versus like 8 Chargers defenders, and nobody else tried to help. I mean, there was another wide receiver. I don't know who it was. Probably Kimura Dika. He just stood there and watched it all go down. But man, oh man, we had a loss today. Well, obviously we had the loss, but I mean, once again, we had the loss against these powerhouse AFC teams where we really had a chance to win it, but it's just mistake after mistake. We had the 2 drop picks. I mean, I'm tired of talking about these mistakes. And I don't want to seem salty, but I feel like the only game I can definitely say we've lost this season was, I mean, it's arguable, but I don't want to sound too salty, but the only game I can say I probably really only lost this season, like really, really lost, like there was just no chance, was the Rams game back in like week 3. I mean, that was the only game, or week 2 that was. I mean, we got blown out. The score was like 45-27. But then against the Patriots game, you guys saw we had drop picks, and then Cam Ward all of a sudden just gifting balls to the defense. Now this game we had the Jonathan Greenard dropped possible pick six, and then the Cedric Gray dropped pick, which also then turned into a touchdown for the Titans. I mean the Chargers, and then also we just had mistakes on top of that before halftime. Omarion Hampton just torches our defense and gets an easy field goal. So it's like, yeah, but I mean, I'm not gonna act too salty. I mean, the Chargers guy he still played amazing. Other than that, but I mean, we did have other chances to win this game, but it's okay though. I mean, we're still sitting atop our division. Maybe not atop the AFC where we want to be, but as long as we're atop our division, that is fine. As next week, like I was saying earlier, we look for another divisional matchup now going up against the Texans back at home. Looking to season sweep them now as the last time. They had the first half. The last time we played the Texans, they had us in the first half. I mean, it was not looking good for us. They really did have us in the first half, but then it came to the second half. Oh man, it was belt after that. But honestly, looking forward to that game. I hope you guys are looking forward to that game. But other than that, that's pretty much going to be it for me in this video. I'm looking to wrap it up here. And once again, I'm sorry if my commentary sounds a little bit off. Still messing with like the dental problems and stuff. And that also, I burned my tongue like 2 days ago, so that still hurts. So I'm sorry if the commentary sounds off. I'm trying my best to work through it, but other than that, that's going to be it for me in this video, and peace out.